Good morning, Mickle Mafia. How's everyone doing today? Let's see who we got. Lucky, Crypto Clay, Frank, Linda, Brian. Good to see you, brother. Kawaii Girl, Silver Days. Hope everyone's doing well today. Hold up 1 minute, 1 minute. Your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Crypto Clay. Congratulations, brother. That's awesome. Appreciate you sharing that. That's great. That's great. Dave Nelson, good to see you. Kirk, RPM. Kawaii Girl, always a pleasure to see you. Has anyone done the Flare test minting yet? Would be really curious to hear anyone's opinions on that so far. I was just taking a look over at that, and I was like, I absolutely need to do this. So if anyone has had any experience with the Flare testing, would love to hear about it. Oh, you're good, Crypto Clay. You're good, brother. You're good. Roger, that's funny, brother. Leo, good to see you. I don't know if any of you guys are watching the stock market today, but Tesla's having a big day, which is nice to see. Let me get that over on the screen real quick. And it's really good to see Tesla pumping for the crypto market as well. It's a representation to the risk-on sector that it's time to start investing more aggressively again. I think kind of as we've kind of been able to sustain a pretty good economic situation, despite the high interest rates, people are kind of coming back to a lot of the risk-on plays. And Tesla has 5 days up 22%, up 30% in a month. That gets me kind of excited about a lot of the market broadening out a bit and us getting back into a lot of the high risk stuff. That Polkadot tweet was wild. Yeah, we have to go over that, Taylor. That's a great call. I'm excited to make a video on this later as well and jump into it in a little more depth. I will say real quick, guys, make sure you're liking the stream. Super, super, super helpful when you guys do that. You can exit out of the chat real quick, drop a like on the stream. It's going to be really important in getting more people just to see this stream, educating more people on XRP. And also, guys, if you're over on X and you drop the stream or retweet, I always check who retweets it. And I like to follow people who drop the streams retweets just because you guys are helping me. I know a lot of you guys enjoy when I follow you. So if I'm not following you, a great way to get me to follow you or for me to even see your account is just retweet these live streams. I really appreciate people doing that. It's kind of my easy, simple way to give back a little bit. Did you ever figure out why multiple coins are not showing transactions on Fiat Leak? Fiat Leak is probably just not being well maintained from a website perspective. SCOTUS has been dropping bombs. Yeah. The Supreme Court has been active and very beneficial for the crypto market. Guys, this is what Taylor was talking about earlier. This is crazy. So I'm sure you guys have heard me talk on this channel a lot about how like Ripple really isn't marketing XRP to you, right? They're really marketing XRP and the XRP ledger to large institutions. This is a great example of how other projects are marketing their project to retail. So the Polkadot team spent $500,000 to make an animated logo on CoinMarketCap. And let me show you what I mean by that. And just so you guys know, it's just this. Hold on. There it goes. It's just the Polkadot symbol and it turns into a little fire. They spent $500,000 on this. Like, this is like the best example I can think of showing you guys that like other projects are just focused on completely different things. Like this is like 100% just like a retail hype thing, right? So it's shocking. It's shocking that this is like kind of what they're focused on, right? Like figure out how to get retail in, figure out how to get our people's attention, figure out how to get people's eyes on the project. And their idea was to spend $500,000 on this. It's incredible. It really is. And, it's one of the things that really drew me to kind of Ripple and XRP. It's like, I want to see them marketing like to institutions and teaching institutions about crypto, teaching the large money transmitters about crypto. I don't get how you spend $500,000 on that, but hey, I guess it at least shows that Polkadot's got a lot of money. Chip, good to see you. If this is Chip from On the Chain, brother, good to see you. Good to see you. Polkadot should be embarrassed. Yeah. It's just a crazy way to market, man. It's just a crazy way to market. And who knows, maybe they have like a lot of interest coming from it, but I just can't see who you're really attracting with that. It's like, hey, this is my first time ever looking at crypto. Now I see this fire thing show up. I'm going to throw money in Polkadot. Like, I don't know how sustainable that is. I don't know how much value that really drives over the long run. So we got some people retweeting the live. Let me check that out. Oh, here we go. I love it too when I see people who retweeted the live who like I always see on the live streams, like Dave Nelson. Like Dave Nelson is on the live streams all the time. And I had no idea that I wasn't following him. So I love getting people like that where I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to follow this person. What's up, Mickle? Some chains have money to burn. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Polkadot does got that money to burn. But, it's crazy. It's outstanding. It's crazy that CoinMarketCap is charging $500,000 for that. That's $1 million XRP. Yeah, guys, Chip's an OG in the live streaming space. So super cool to see you here, Chip. Really appreciate the support. Let's see what else we got. Can you explain possibility timeline for utilities being adopted? Oh, utility cryptocurrencies. Yeah, we can talk about that real quick. Yeah, no problem. So, we already have utility being adopted around the world, but in order to really see institutions step in a big way, there absolutely needs to be regulations because look, most of the people in crypto right now who are large institutions, they're kind of just taking a gamble. They're kind of saying, okay, we're going to risk our compliance. We're going to risk getting an adverse, injunction by some regulator by us adopting this technology. If you're a small institution and you're being disrupted and you're fighting for survival, that's an easy decision to make. But if you're at the top level, it's just not a decision you can make in good faith, especially when you have things like board of directors, when you have fiduciary duties to your investors. These kinds of things are just like not, a lot of these institutions cannot make this decision without clear regulation. So I absolutely believe we need clear regulations. Mike Novogratz was on CNBC earlier today. And he said specifically that he believes even if the Biden administration stays in power, that crypto regulations are inevitable. I know we've heard this for a long time now, but it really seems like there's some very positive momentum on that front. Vet, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Haven't got to chat with you in a while. We'll definitely have to catch up sometime soon on a space, but really appreciate seeing you here. And guys, if you don't follow Vet, I highly suggest you do it. Just fantastic information on the XRP ledger, everything going on the technical side. And it's just fantastic information. He makes it so digestible. So I highly suggest you guys go give him a follow. He's one of those people who I'll suggest you follow. And I just know 99.999% of people are going to have their feeds benefited from that. Yeah, Vet's a superstar for sure. I appreciate all the love for Vet in the chat. You guys are awesome. More crazy escrow theories today. Why do you think people dive so deep into nonsense while not understanding what a private key is? Seems so crazy to me. Yeah, XX, not a lot of people, a lot of people are new, right? A lot of people are new. There's more people being added to this industry every single day. There's more people learning about the XRP ledger. Oh, what a team of all-stars here today. We got XP Market in the chat. We had Vet earlier. We had Chip. Wow. We got a team of all-stars here showing up. XP Market, great to have you. Great to have you. Super cool to see everyone kind of joining from all different spaces in this community. We've kind of been dragged through the mud in the XRP community for a while because of the Ripple SEC case. And I will say it's incredible to see, despite some of the FUD you see floating around, how the majority of the community is so tightly intertwined, and everyone's kind of just there to support one another. I think sometimes that gets washed out by the negative sentiment, but I really do think at a core level, this community has done an excellent job sticking together through everything we've been through. And it makes me so confident that when things turn around and things are flowing in the other direction, it's going to be twice as powerful on the way up. Let's jump over to XP Market quick, because I did notice something pretty interesting on the XP Market side. The magnetic pool has lost a lot of XRP. Now, it appreciated very quickly, and I kind of assumed something like this was going to happen eventually, but it's still very interesting to watch. Magnetic kind of losing that top spot. It's still in the top spot, but a large amount of XRP has definitely flown out of that pool. It's going to be interesting to see if it then kind of moves back up and gains XRP back into that pool, or it continues to trend down. But definitely something to watch. Some people have been here for nearly a decade and still don't want to understand that they are involved in scanners need victims, I guess. Stay safe, everyone. I learned about crypto. XX scammers. Okay. Yeah, no, it's so important. It's so important to understand what you hold and be vigilant in the space. You have to be so careful when you're in this space. And a lot of people to make assumptions that people are doing things in good faith. And I think it's important to really take your time before you jump into anything. Let's put it that way. Let's see what else we got going on. I wonder if MAG is also dropped off. No, there's still a top of the DApp rankings. And here we go. We got Magnetic at the top. We got XP Market, who's in the chat, and then XRP Cafe. Vet was here earlier. So cool to see that. Cool to see that. Let's see what else we got. Is Revolut a good hold? Is good for hold any crypto? I don't know much about Revolut. I don't. I'm sorry. I never want to advise on something that I don't know anything about. So always be careful. I want to take a look at the magnetic price chart as well. I'm assuming this has come down from kind of the unsustainable run it was on. I don't mean unsustainable in a bad way. It was just very parabolic. Okay, yeah. So nice correction coming in on the MAG token. We'll see where this levels out. It went on a pretty crazy run. So many people on crypto CT are capitulating to the self-loathing crowd. Make sure your investment thesis isn't based on current price. Taylor, that's awesome, man. I did my whole video on that the other day. When you have your entire investment thesis based on current price, you're just bound to get washed out. And we talked about this. I talked about this a lot on the video yesterday. But people want a scenario where they don't have to be early to something, but that at the same exact time, they still make massive amounts of profits. And I'll show you guys what I mean on a chart, because I don't want people to fall into this. There's a lot of loud voices on X and all over the cryptoverse that want to make you think that this isn't the case. But look, you could have invested in XRP in 2016. And guess what? You had to deal with years of essentially sideways capitulation. Could have invested in XRP in 2014. You had to deal with years of sideways capitulation. XRP was trending down. And in this time, the rest of the cryptocurrency market was trending up. The strategy wasn't to give up on XRP because the price wasn't moving. The strategy was to understand what you held and to keep averaging in. And then ultimately, the market rewarded you for your patience. Now, the people who chase green candles, people who only invest when something's moving, they started buying up here. And ultimately, they rode XRP up and then back down to essentially the price they bought it at. The people early on, they didn't care about the 80% correction because they were still up tens of thousands of percent on their investment. It's the people who get in late, who are only investing based on hype. They're the people who don't see the full picture. And they're the people who are pretty much investing in green candles rather than an asset. They don't understand what they hold. They don't understand the thesis, and they don't have an idea of kind of how these things play out over the long run. So it's so important to develop that investment thesis, understand what you hold, and realize that when you make an investment, your thesis shouldn't be necessarily that the price is going to go up right after your initial investment. Your thesis should always be that you're getting involved in something early and you're going to average in with time. And I've showed this example on the channel a lot, so I want to go over this real quick, and then I'll jump back into the chat. But a lot of people think, oh, I wish I just invested in XRP, and the second I invested in XRP, it automatically went up exponentially. I actually want to show you guys that that's not actually maybe something you actually wouldn't want. Let me show you this. I was investing in Tesla aggressively back here in 2019 through 2020. And I built up a decent amount Tesla position, but I was always envious of the people who bought Tesla back here in 2014. I wasn't envious that these people had to wait, 5 years to make any gains on their Tesla. I wasn't envious of waiting this 5 to 6 year period. Definitely not, right? That's not fun. But what it allowed them to do was amass a massive amount of shares over this time period because they had the investment thesis here. And that investment thesis hopefully didn't change throughout the entire time Tesla was trading sideways. So while I benefited from Tesla's big run, I didn't know about Tesla all these other years, and I wasn't able to build out this position. So the people who were invested in Tesla thus got this massive parabolic move that drastically increased their net wealth. And while it was good for me, I just simply didn't have the time. I didn't have the vision to build out a long-term position. So I hope people understand that, like, while it stinks that XRP, right, it's taken a while and we've kind of had to deal with the FUD. We've had to deal with this long holding period. We've had to deal with all this time of holding the asset. And while some people see that as a massive negative, if we are right on the investment thesis and XRP does do what a lot of us think it can do, it's all going to completely flip on its head and then be a massive benefit that there was so much time to accumulate the asset. And people who, trust me, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to see people who bought XRP here, and they're going to say, wow, I can't believe I didn't have more time to buy XRP. I can't believe I just learned about this thing. And it's going to be crazy for us to hear that sort of thing. It's going to be crazy for us to hear that kind of thing because, right, we've been invested this entire time. For us, it's like, how could you have just learned about this? You had forever, literally forever, to buy this asset at a cheap price, and so many people missed it. So for us who have been here forever, it seems like, how could you possibly have done that? But there's going to be people who learn about XRP the day it goes up and the day it starts making its big move. So just understand, it's always a matter of perspective with these things. And as nice as it is to buy something and have it instantly go up, it's not the same level of building deep conviction for an asset and being able to slowly average in. Jumping back into the chat right now. Appreciate you guys listening to that rant. Brian says we need 12 more likes to get over 100. Appreciate that, Brian. Really do. Thanks to Bill Hidman, I was able to accumulate much more. Silver lining. You know, Roger, I think to a certain degree, you are 100% right. 100% right. Look, the only way the time that XRP took to move matters is if it never ultimately makes. Always easy to like these videos. Amanda, thank you so much. Thank you. And Tracy, good to see you. Oak says he had a 23 X from ADA and a 13 from Sol, rolled it into XRP, ready for an 8 to 10X, but the SEC ruined my dreams December 20. That's still a fantastic position to be in. So good work to you, Oak. Mikkel, comparing an Elon Musk tangible asset to crypto. Get the picture is always other people who don't. That's a great comment right there. How Mikkel, how I like my name more like Muckle. How Muckle comparing an Elon Musk tangible asset to crypto. Get the picture. It's always other people who don't understand like Muckle does. Hilarious. That's a good comment, actually. That's a slept-on comment right there, and Muckle might have to be a new nickname. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with really anything you said, to be honest with you. I would actually argue that XRP is maybe a more tangible asset than Tesla stock. You can actually own your XRP. You can actually utilize your XRP for other things. Tesla stock is just like an arbitrary debit and credit in a system. So I don't know. Interesting comment, but I do love Muckle. I do love Muckle. Muckle's Mafia. There we go, Roger. Muckle's Mafia. Mikkel, this guy in my NFT Discord said he almost has 1 million XRP. Yeah, well, if he has almost 1 million XRP and he wants institutional grade custody, shoot him over to us at Digital Wealth Partners, man. That's a lot of XRP, and that's something that would be great to get some insurance on. That would be something great to get some high level advisory on, because that's a lot of XRP to not have insured and not have an institutional grade custody. So, yeah, if that's something he's interested in, let him know, because that's a lot of money to have hanging around in a cold wallet. Hitting the heart, don't do anything. Hit the X, hit the thumbs up, and hit the chat to come back in. Oh, awesome, Frank. Appreciate that. Yeah, you have to exit out of the live chat and then hit the like button. I'm assuming most of you are. That's a poll we haven't run yet, and this is going to be a very selfish poll. This is going to be a very selfish poll, but I want to get the stats on this real quick, and then we'll jump back. Appreciate you guys. Start poll. No, not Q&A. Start poll. I'm curious if people watch from mobile or desktop. So, hi there, Muckle. Man, wish this case would end soon. I feel price being manipulated by Ripple, though at least till the end of the case. Yeah, it's hard to know exactly how XRP's price moves. What we know, and maybe this will make you feel a little better. Look, this is typically what I like to show people. And I know if you watch this stream a lot, like you probably have seen this chart a million times, but I don't really think there's a better way to compare XRP's price action to Bitcoin other than this. What we're going to do here is we're going to take XRP and we're going to overlay Bitcoin over it. So we're going to compare this XRP chart to actually a Bitcoin price chart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back to the early days of XRP. The early days of XRP when Bitcoin and XRP were at about the same level. So we're going to have to switch this to a logarithmic chart. Oh, I forgot we can't. Logarithmic chart breaks things. Okay. So we're going to zoom in here. Oh, no. Something broke. Hold up, guys. Apologies about this. We shall get it going. Un momento. Oh, I think it's because I brought up the market cap chart. Yeah, we don't want market cap. There we go. No, come on. Let me see what else we got. Oh, we're watching at work. Yeah, I figured most of you guys are watching at work. That's my base assumption. I mean, I used to stream at work, for those of you guys who remember that. Those of you guys who've been watching the live streams forever would know that I used to stream from my work parking lot, which was crazy. I was just waiting for the day I got a call from HR and being like, what are you doing? Like, you can't do this. Okay, here we go. So this is XRP from 2013 to 2017. And what you can see is there was no case going on, and Bitcoin was outperforming XRP by about 1,000%. Absolutely no Ripple SEC case. And in the matter of a couple weeks, XRP outperformed it. Now, I just want to show you this because I don't think really XRP's lagging is something new or anything specific to the case. We've seen this before. Like, look at this chart right here. XRP lagging massively. Now, was this an indication that XRP was going to continue to lag? Absolutely not. XRP flew by it. Like, look at that. In a matter of a couple weeks, XRP was now outperforming Bitcoin by 100%. And that was after just a couple weeks prior being underperforming Bitcoin by 1,000%. The case wasn't going on at this point, right? This is a completely different period in time. But what we're seeing is almost that same exact thing is manifesting here, right? Almost that same exact pattern is manifesting. Let's go back to COVID and compare these charts from COVID. First of all, what I find fascinating is so many people talk about XRP missing the last bull market, but if you compare XRP to Bitcoin from the COVID bottom, I mean, look at this. XRP, if you go wick to wick, pretty much outperformed Bitcoin. Now, if you take a look at back here, right, you see the same pattern developing. Bitcoin moved first. Bitcoin was at its all-time high, and then XRP with one singular wick caught up exponentially. And XRP is underperforming here. But there's nothing in my mind that's really unusual here. It's like we watch the same thing over and over again where XRP lags, and I understand why it's not an easy thing to kind of subject yourself to, right? I understand why it's not fun to watch XRP lag, but I can't say it's really something that concerns me or something that I attribute to the case. Because time after time, we see XRP behave like this, and it constantly catches up to Bitcoin, and if not, outperforms. So it's just not something I'm overly worried about in the interim, because we constantly kind of disprove the narrative that XRP not moving means it won't move in the future. Let me see. Imagine thinking XRP is not going to participate after it was fully litigated for 6 years, deemed not a security. It has never been in a better position to rip. I completely agree, Taylor. I completely agree. And you look, the rest of the industry is likely going to go through on some level what XRP and Ripple is going through. USMC. I missed the car streams. We'll do. I'm going to Maine next week, and I'm going to be live streaming from there. So we'll get some cabin live streams. We'll get some lake live streams going. We'll get some new live streams going on mobile. So don't worry, there'll be more live streams. Yesterday, I got you, man. I got you. Like, it doesn't mean it's a trend, but what it means is all the people who are saying XRP is not going anywhere, like, you would have been saying the same thing back here, and you would have been wrong, right? You would have been wrong. Like, yesterday night, I would love to know, why would this time back here be any different than today? Why would this time be any different than today? It's not. It's the same reason. It's your emotions, because XRP is low volatility and moving sideways. It's your emotions saying that, oh, XRP isn't going to move because it's not moving right this moment. But that's just for the furthest thing from the truth. We've seen that's not true through data. So it's very important to understand that in the same way you're saying, oh, XRP is not moving now, it's not going to move in the future. Look, we can look at the past and see that's not true. And everything on a fundamental basis tells me that XRP has never been positioned better. The courts, banks, and governments are absolutely criminal organizations. Why would XRP not be manipulated? Yeah, I believe it's manipulated to some degree. It's just hard to actually quantify that or say how it is manipulated, right? So like I understand the case that it's manipulated, and I understand people thinking it's being suppressed for sure. I just don't have any stats to actually bring to the table, so it's all my speculation. Yesterday night is pooping on the party. No, it's good. We love pushback, right? Pushback is fine, especially when it's respectful. Especially when it's respectful. I don't mind that at all. I think it's great, and you know, if you never get any pushback, if you never have people tell you what's wrong and give you their objections, then you never really learn like what the issues are and what needs to be resolved. So I love objection. I love hearing people's pushback. It's something that I've always kind of embraced because a lot of people get kind of triggered by it. A lot of people don't kind of want to hear about it. And I think it's kind of a mistake over the long run. I think it's important to hear those things. I want to do something real quick. It's interesting. This chart gets warped. This chart gets warped. When you zoom out a little bit, I would love to figure out why it does that. It's pulling from a weird place, I guess. I wish you could do custom time frames because I just don't know where this chart starts from, but that's all right. I like the optimism and fear hopium. That's awesome. Yeah, Taylor, you're 100% right. Like the people who think XRP is dead, it's fine. It's just that they're going to have to be buying XRP at $1 to $3. That's going to be where they build their position, right? Like I prefer to buy low and build over time. Those people prefer to buy when the price is already going up. It's just different ways to look at the market. Not how I prefer to invest, but if you're the type of investor who wants to wait for XRP to catch up and then invest, like that, go for it, right? If that helps you sleep at night, that's great. Mikkel, got any crystal ball predictions on when the next bull run will kick off? I love a good crystal ball prediction. So I think we're already in the midst of it, to be honest with you. In terms of XRP playing catch up, I think it's probably going to be when Bitcoin breaks out to its all-time high. So once Bitcoin actually pushes up to its all-time high, does a confirmed breakout, I think hopefully XRP will then catch up and do a pretty parabolic move upward to close that gap in price appreciation, just like it always has with Bitcoin. I don't know what's going to signal this, right? Like maybe we have to wait all the way until the fall, right? Maybe Bitcoin consolidates to the fall. Maybe we get a ruling from Judge Torres that the case is over. XRP closes the gap, and then they both move up as we get pro-cryptocurrency regulations. I think right now there's a lot of fears around the economy. I think there's a lot of fears on interest rates. I think there's a lot of fears on political uncertainty. But I think all of this gets fixed towards the back end half of the year. So I'm pretty optimistic on us kind of moving through the current turmoil and kind of coming out of this with a very exciting fall to winter time period. So that would be my general time frame for when I'm waiting for things to really kind of be in the midst of a bull market. I don't know if I have a date for when that necessarily starts kicking off. Hopefully we start to see some serious optimism late summer, early fall, and we see the tides really start turning for this industry. Great question though, XP Market, and really appreciate you being here, guys. Make sure you're following XP Market, and you also are following, have their page favorited. It's the best page out there for monitoring the XRP ledger. Pushbacks help us better understand why we're invested. I play devil's advocate on occasions and ask fuddish questions. Mick is always game, helps me better understand. Oh, for sure, Strong Mountain. Like, that's the biggest thing I want people to understand. Like, I'm one of the people who, like, I enjoy that kind of pushback. I really do. I always want people to tell me their objections and tell me things they have wrong with something, because that's the only way I learn. And look, there's going to be times before I'll just say, look, I had that wrong. Like, that was an incorrect assumption. Like, and that's something I'm perfectly fine to do, because I always find like the most disingenuous people are the people who just can't admit that they were wrong and instead try to like retwist their argument and try to reword what they said to try to cram it into the correct way that it should have been stated originally. That's always been something I've like deeply hated. So I never want to come across that way. I'm just here to give you guys my perspectives on this, help you guys digest a lot of the stuff going on. And all the pushback and all the controversy on certain things, that's all good to help me build out my theses and see where I'm right and see where I'm wrong. There's been so much bullish news coming out of SCOTUS and courts. The likelihood the admin change is very high. Imagine being bearish for the second half of this year. I completely agree, Taylor. I really do think we're already past the bottom of the regulatory uncertainty in the cryptocurrency market. And I think it's going to be a massive change when rather than having regulators work against us, they're working with us. I think that's something people aren't ready for. Let me check the news quick, see if anything interesting is going on there. Also, appreciate all of you guys liking the stream. So helpful. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you guys exit out of the chat. It's the best way to like the stream. There will be a way to like the stream from there. New Kirkland, appreciate the question, and I'm sorry. I saw that question pop up a couple times from you, and I kept on getting distracted and going on a rant. So you're totally justified in sending that a couple times. I like Caleb and Brown. I have a link for Caleb and Brown under my videos. If you're looking for, I think that you get a discount if you sign up with my link or something like that. You get something for, I don't even remember what the agreement was. But I do have a link for Caleb and Brown. If it comes to just liquidating your assets, I think they're great. But I think we can provide, if you have a large amount of digital assets, I think at Digital Wealth Partners, we could provide a little bit more in terms of security, insurance, and a lot of the advisory on top of that. So if it's just to liquidate some crypto, I think you're in a great place. I think Caleb and Brown is fine. I think if you're looking for a little more than that, institutional grade custody insurance, we have some benefits there at Digital Wealth Partners. XRP ETP launches on NASDAQ. Oh, does an XRP ETP launch on NASDAQ Stockholm Exchange? Oh, look at that. Abs, good to see you, brother. This is a star-studded live stream today. This is star-studded live stream. We had Chip, we had Vet, we had XP Market, now we got Abs. Yeah, guys, that's a great reminder. I'm going over on the Good Morning Crypto show. So that's going to be tomorrow. Would love to have you guys stop in. Little Dicky himself. That's so funny. Yeah, no, I love going on that show. So super excited to head over there tomorrow and get to talk with those guys. Standard Charter predicts Bitcoin will surge to 100,000 in August. You know, it's great when the conservative institutions are now making these massive predictions. Man, guys, it seems to me like everyone's kind of getting ready for kind of the next leg of this market. And it's important not to get fudded out. Scrolling through the news here real quick, seeing if we've missed out on anything earlier. It doesn't look like we've missed out on much yet. If anyone saw anything interesting they want me to cover, make sure to tag me. Looking forward to your GMC appearance tomorrow. GMC regular here. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to come on and talk with everyone. It's always great to catch up with those guys. And also, we'll jump into that in a minute. read somewhere yesterday that Dan Gallagher, chief markets legal chief, mentioned as possible head of the SEC under Trump. At Robinhood, are you saying? Chief legal at Robinhood? Dan Gallagher? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, you're... Okay, interesting. Cool. I appreciate that information. Yeah, it's going to be interesting who Trump would bring to the SEC, but obviously we needed to be someone pro-crypto. God, imagine if we got another Jay Clayton when Trump came in. We got another anti-SEC chair, anti-crypto SEC chair. I don't think we're going to have that, but God, we have to avoid that at all costs. There's something else I was supposed to talk about here, but it looks like I forgot. XRP ETF launches NASDAQ stock. There's no XRP ETF launching on the NASDAQ as far as I'm aware. If anyone can tag me in a post, I can take a look at the post, but it's hard for me to find it on the spot on this live stream. Brian Brooks would be incredible. MWO says, any thoughts on Tether causing another market crash? Yeah, I don't think Tether is going to cause another market crash. Let me see if I can draw this out for you. What I believe is going to happen is like all the money. So here's Tether. Here's USDC. And then like, let's just say here's all the money. This is bad. One of my worst drawings yet, but whatever. All the money. Right now, a lot of money is going into Tether just because it's the biggest. I think when regulations come along, all the money will start flowing into USDC and Ripple's new stablecoin as they become regulated. But I don't think Tether is going to go away. I think what we're likely going to see is just kind of USDC get much larger because of all the regulated money flowing in, and Tether may be shrinking. Tether may be shrinking to a smaller size. So I don't think Tether is going to blow up. I don't think Tether is going to go away. I think Tether is just going to be used for kind of illicit use cases or by people who want to try to dodge regulations. And I believe the majority of the market is going to flow into, I think the majority of the market's going to flow into things with clear regulations. So I just think Tether will kind of be siphoned off from liquidity. I don't think that's going to be, I don't think that's necessarily going to be what do you want to call it? A black swan event necessarily. Well, first I need to figure out what NASDAQ Stockholm is. NASDAQ Stockholm. Oh, it's a Nordics. Okay. Oh, it's a Swedish. Oh, this is probably real then. This is probably real. Hold on. Let me just launch this up. It's the Virtue XRP ETP. Oh, awesome. Yep. No, this looks legit. This looks legit. I'm quote tweeting it right now. I think I spelled tomorrow wrong. Nope. Looks so weird when it's all in caps. Whoever pointed this out, I appreciate it. Really do. This is a great find, and I'm about to talk more on it. Just wanted to get a tweet out there so everyone can see it. So this is kind of one of the things that I've been predicting was going to happen. A lot of smaller firms are going to try to front run people like BlackRock and say, wait a minute, BlackRock is going to file for an XRP ETP. We're going to be left in the dust. How in the world can we beat BlackRock to it? Oh, let's just start launching products on things that BlackRock hasn't done yet. And what's BlackRock going to do? BlackRock's going to see an XRP ETP getting launched and saying, okay, why are we letting these small firms beat us to this? Like, we're BlackRock. We have to beat them to this. We can't be last in line. So then BlackRock's going to start seeing these things launched and saying, okay, we can't be left in the dust here. Like, we don't want to be last to our own ETF game. And then it's going to accelerate BlackRock to do this stuff. So this has always been kind of that snowball race I saw coming. Yep, I saw that Standard Charter saying BTC will be over 100K. This is the snowball race. These institutions are now incentivized to pump this market. So it's incredible. Yeah, I haven't seen Robinhood list XRP. I don't know why Robinhood hasn't. I would assume they'll change that in the future. They have the ability to look up XRP on their exchange, just not buy it. Hopefully when the Ripple SEC case ends, that changes. This is cool, though. It's cool to see that this XRP ETP launching. It goes into the thesis. It goes into the thesis that smaller players will do it first. Smaller players will do it first, and then ultimately the BlackRocks will capitulate. Here's a great chart for the altcoin market. This is one of my favorites. I would love to see this altcoin chart with XRP overlaid. Crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Let's see if we can create this. Total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Compare it against XRP. Bitstamp. Compared against XRP. Can I do log? Yeah, it's going to be hard to compare these charts. For some reason, TradingView breaks when you go to do logs. Oh, it's the price difference. I might need to change the x-axis to... I need to change the x-axis to percent. Okay, here we go. Nah, it's still going to be too hard to track. Probably way to do it. New Kirkland, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a great chart though overall. It just shows how predictable a lot of this stuff has been and how where we're sitting right now really is kind of par for the course. Appreciate you joining. I appreciate you joining, New Kirkland. That's incredible. And what you'll notice is we do a lot of member-only live streams when excitement ramps up in the market a little bit. We're on a bit of a dry streak right now. I anticipate that's going to change fairly soon, but we'll do lots of member-only live streams once we have enough people in here to keep those questions coming. Oak says 50% case ends in, or 80%. Oh, 50-50 July, 80% August, 99% September. Yeah, I think Jeremy Hogan said the other day. That if the case ends in July, that would be early, and if the case ends in August, that would be on time. So, case ending in August sounds great to me. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when this case finally closed out. It's insane. 4 years. 4 years we've been going on in this case. It's shocking, but It's crazy to see kind of this coming to an end and to kind of be here for the entire thing. It's wild for me to look back on it and see how my own life has changed over the last 4 years. It's insane. Do we know when Judge Torres goes on a holiday? Is it July 13th? Is it July 13th? I don't know much about that. I wonder how hard it would be for them to issue their 4 years and XRP is still top 10. Exactly, Roger. What a great way to think about it. What's Enbridge in relationship to XRP? I don't know enough about it. I see a lot of these different projects. I've seen so many different projects. To me, they're theoretical concepts that XRP could one day be worked into, but maybe someone has better information. Happy Taco Tuesday. I'm so late to today's live party, but I made it. Chadwick, great to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Always appreciate catching up with you, and I hope everything's good. What's this? Oh, this is interesting. Polkadot has been paying large accounts 6 figures monthly to shill them and hasn't had any effect on the price. I'm over here being a poor and there Cole's making millions to talk about Polkadot. Of all things, Polkadot, send us. Yeah. I mean, it's shocking. It's shocking. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Just imagine how much like Solana is paying people to talk about them. So, oh, that's awesome. Ed, guys, we talked about this yesterday. Ed has hodlersgear.com. Now over $200 raised for Deaton with just pre-sale. So that's incredible. That's incredible. Great to see that. That's awesome, Ed. What a great initiative. What a great initiative. Shout out to you, Ed. Hodlersgear.com. Ed's putting together a little merch website, and there's a way, one of the options actually pays out a donation for Deaton. So very, very cool, Ed. Defense at Enbridge is multiple CBDC ledgers that have their CBDCs as a native token. They can transact between themselves, but they can and need a bridge currency, and XRP has been piloted, but no guarantee. Oh, awesome, Defin. That's incredible knowledge right there. That's incredible knowledge. Enbridge is a multiple CBDC ledgers that have their CBDC as a native token, and they can transact between themselves, but they can and need a bridge currency, and XRP has been piloted, but no guarantee. Yep, lots and lots of pilots, lots of theoretical concepts on how these things will work. Ultimately, I don't know of another cryptocurrency in a better position than XRP. Yeah, guys, my first political donation in history was to John Deaton, and I couldn't be more proud of that being my first donation. So if you guys have never made a political donation before, maybe John Deaton's the icebreaker there. And look, if you could ever feel good about a political donation, let me tell you, donating to John Deaton will make you feel good. You know the money is being used for one thing and one thing only, and that's to help support him take down Elizabeth Warren and help the cryptocurrency industry. So people always ask me, hey, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Maybe the single most important thing anyone can do to help the cryptocurrency industry on their own is to support John Deaton. He was your first donation as well. Oh, awesome. 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 No, that's great. That's great. And it's so awesome to see people like rallying behind Deaton. It's incredible. Oh, Flare's inflation is dropping to 5%. Very cool. I wonder if that's going to hurt the rewards people are getting. I'm assuming it will. People are asking any word from Ripple on the XRP ETP. Ripple doesn't need to do anything. They just buy XRP off the open market and back the ETF with it. So I don't think Ripple really needs to do anything in terms of that. Just going through the news real quick and making sure we haven't missed on anything. Let me check my own feed. Rewards dropping up to 30% on Flare. Damn. That stinks, man. We were in a bit of a golden period with those rewards. I figured they would drop off eventually. Chadwick gifted a membership. Really appreciate that, Chadwick. That's awesome. That's awesome. Damn. Oh, your uncle donated $50K to Trump? Oh, my God. That's insane. That's insane. I hope your uncle has a lot of money. Like, I hope that was a donation that was not like his entire net worth, but that's insane. Wow. That's wild. Tell him to drop 50K for Deaton too. Tell him to drop 50K for Deaton. His uncle's Brad G. Appreciate that, Chadwick, and awesome to whoever got that donation. Whoever got Chadwick's gifted sub, make sure to drop Chadwick a thank you in the chat. Great job. Great job. Guys, this is an early email from David Schwartz in 2011 talking about Bitcoin. I found you on Stack Overflow. You can find my profile here. I'm interested in the lead software engineer position. I currently have the highest reputation on Bitcoin Stack Overflow site. I'm also an active participant in Bitcoin's forums and a respected member of the Bitcoin community. I've been working on a Bitcoin successor myself after seeing what has worked well and what has not worked well. You can find some of my public writings in these locations. I am an exceptionally good fit because I have specialized knowledge in cryptocurrencies and decades of C++ experience. Very cool to see the original kind of email of David Schwartz saying that he's working on a successor to Bitcoin. And also, guys, in 2011, David Schwartz was grinding on the Bitcoin code. He already had one of the best reputations in the Bitcoin community. I mean, this guy knows who Satoshi is. There's zero question about it. Whether or not it's him, whether or not it's Arthur Brito, whether it's someone else. Insane. Honestly, I'm not sure if a donation to Trump is even needed after that last debate. What a burger fun. Max, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you on the chat. And there's been a couple people from the mastermind group popping over here. So great to see you, brother. I want to hear your thoughts on the debate the other day. Not getting into politics, but in general. Yeah, I'll give you it. So overall, the biggest surprise to me was how fair CNN was. Here being bald. Oh, that's so funny, Max. It didn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look. When I saw those after pictures, it didn't look that bad. I was wondering if things swelled up more since then, but they didn't look too bad. I was shocked on how fair CNN was. I thought CNN was going to be a lot more unfair. So that was surprising to me. I was surprised how shocked a lot of Biden supporters were of Biden's mental state. Because, so just to be candid, I'm from New England, and New England is a very liberal place. And it, like, most of the people I'm friends with who even supported Biden the first time kind of like were like, no, Biden's just like not there mentally anymore. So it was pretty funny to watch like people like Mark Cuban and Anthony Scaramucci be like shocked that Biden was like doing so poorly, like in terms of his mental health. Like, I just thought it was funny because I watched Biden during that debate and I was like, yeah, Biden did really bad, but like he almost did better than I was expecting, because I was kind of expecting him to like not be that great mentally. So I was kind of surprised on like how people were so shocked. It's like, were you just not paying attention, or it's like, is there something in particular there that was shocking to you? I thought Trump did what he needed to do. It was pretty funny. Trump would get asked a question and he'd kind of talk about something completely different than what he was being asked. But overall, I thought Trump did what he needed to do. Yeah, those are my overall thoughts. I don't know. I like, my biggest thing is like just on the crypto side. Ultimately, I think it makes it an absolute necessity that Biden sacks Gary Gensler if he wants any chance. And if he doesn't do that, like there's no chance. I think ultimately this is great that Trump has come out pro crypto. I think that's such a crazy twist because Trump used to be anti crypto, but it seems like Trump is at least willing to change his position on that. And I respect anyone who's willing to change their opinion on stuff like that. So those are my overall thoughts there. I know it's not that in depth. I don't want to get into a lot of the political stuff, but I would say the biggest thing I walked away from that was like shocked in CNN. Definitely shocked on CNN. At least coming across as like pretty fair. There was even times where I thought they did Biden dirty. Like that one time Biden like obviously had no idea what he was saying. He ended the quote. It was all over the place. He was like, we have to beat, and then froze up for like 45 seconds and then like Medicare. Like, I thought they were going to cut him off like the second he started freezing up and being like, okay, Trump, on to you to kind of save him. Yeah, they kind of let him go into his own downfall. So that's all I'm going to give you on the debate, though. That's all I'm going to give you on the debate. Very cool to see this new XRP ETP launching. Excited for that. Trump changing is forcing Biden to change crypto as well. Fire Dog, that's the most important thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if Biden actually flips. Guys, I got to get back to doing things. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Oh, awesome. Yeah, guys. Just a quick shout out before I let you guys go. If anyone wants to be a member of the mastermind group but aren't sure like what it is or what it's about or what benefits you can get, if you go over to my X page, there's a free month. So you can join, see if you like it. You can get Ripple equity through this group. There's a lot of cool things you can get through this group. So if you're just looking for people to talk with about crypto, get some high-level advice on things you need to be doing, the mastermind is a great place and a great resource with like-minded people in it. And it also gives you the ability to get that private equity. You get your free month if you just use Mickle 1 month. You can sit in there, see if you like it, and ultimately say from there, hey, do you want to continue on it? Or do you want to say, hey, maybe this isn't for me? But at least that 1 month will give you a way to kind of trial it. Ralph, honestly, we should all be voting for Kennedy. We have to. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he was kind of shafted out of the debate. I was a big fan of Kennedy. I thought he was doing some good things. I would have been pretty happy with a Kennedy or Trump debate, Kennedy versus Trump. I would have been very happy if that was our choices. I would have felt pretty happy whichever way we went. Now it's a little more one-sided, so I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for coming. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Love you all. Hope you guys have a great holidays. We'll be live again tomorrow, but it's always nice to be able to celebrate some of these things a little early, spend some time with family. So guys, thank you so much. And here's Chad saying right here, the mastermind group is super helpful in many ways. I know Chadwick's had a great experience. So thank you for that, Chadwick. Guys, talk to you later. You guys are incredible. Peace out.